All right, folks, are you ready for some butts? Okay, well, it's time for What Should We Sit On? And now, here's your host, Ian Abramson.
Hello, thank you. Welcome back to another episode of What Should We Sit On? Wow, here we are again, choosing whether or not to sit and what to sit on. Am I right, people? All right. We have a great show once again for you. We're going to be sitting on just about anything that you can imagine. We're going to sit on new things and some old classics. It's going to be a great show here today. Are you guys ready to meet the contestants? Great. Okay, let's go ahead and bring them out. Up first, we've got Gabby. Come on out here, Gabby. Wow. So nice to meet you.
You too.
Gabby, where are you from?
I am from Westwood, California.
Wow.
Yes.
And what were you sitting on when your parents got divorced?
A jello.
Really?
Yes.
You happened to be sitting on jello as they were getting divorced?
I happen to be, actually, I'm hoping to sit on some jello
Do
today.
you watch the show often?
Yes, it's been my dream to be on this show.
Wow!
Yeah.
Great! Well, we've got a big fan, and we're already a big fan of you.
Fan.
Let's bring out our other contestant. Please put your hands together for Joseph. Hey, Ian, how's it going? So good. Thank you so much for coming on the show, Joseph.
Glad to be here.
Where are you from?
I'm from Temecula, California.
Temecula, California. Okay. What's your favorite thing to sit on at home?
My absolute favorite thing to sit on would probably have to be a slice of ham.
Slice of ham!
Yeah.
All right, an old classic. It's always good
Absolutely.
to have. Now, do you use the same slice of ham, or do you switch it up?
Oh, you got to use a fresh slice of ham.
Every time.
It's a new experience every time.
Every time. I respect that, and I appreciate it. There was a time when we used the same piece of ham for about a week just to kind of try it out. And it worked a lot better when we switched it up every time,
Absolutely.
I have to say. So I'm glad that you also found that. I'm going to go over how the game show works here. I'm sure you all know because you tune in regularly, and we do this every single day for many years. But I'm going to tell you how this works. I am the host, and I'm going to be telling you that what two things that the contestants may be sitting on. They will be two foods or items that you, the audience, will be able to vote on at home by either choosing A or B, depending on which you would like to see them sit on. So that means that you, the viewer, are very important to this process. Please make sure to vote quickly and correctly, because there's no taking back your vote. You know what I mean? All right, let's go ahead and get to our first vote. Are we ready? Wow, up first, my lovely assistant Chelsea here is presenting us nachos or cupcakes. Please make sure to vote. You've only got about 20 seconds left to decide whether you want to see people sit on nachos or cupcakes. Now with nachos, you get perhaps more of a mess. You know, you're getting the cheese and the chips. You know, it's a little crunchy. But with the cupcakes, you get to watch the frosting smash down around, supported by the bread. And is it bread or cake? I guess it would be cake, right? I don't know what the difference between cake and bread is, but maybe we'll find out here today. We've decided on nachos. Nachos are being lowered onto the seat that our first contestant will be sitting on. I could not be more excited to see how our first contestant, Gabby, is going to handle sitting on this plate of crunchy, hot. I mean, hot because there's jalapenos, but also just because they're nachos.
Here
All right,
goes.
here we go. Are you ready, Gabby?
I'm ready.
All right, best of luck.
Oh, that is crunchy and gooey. Shocking. It's cheesy. It's kind of nice after a while.
It's nice now. That's good to hear. How do you think it would have felt if it were cupcakes?
Oh, not as good as this.
That's great to hear. Keep sitting, keep squishing. Really feel those nachos. Let it settle in, you know, like a good lazy boy chair
they're
you would.
getting in there.
Except this lazy boy is nachos that you're sitting on.
Nachos. Thank you.
All right, that sound means that we're done sitting on nachos. Give it up one more time for Gabby.
Thank you.
Thank you so much for sitting on nachos, Gabby. All right, we are now going to move on to our next category, which is the steaming pile of sit. And this is a soup in a bread bowl versus lasagna. Okay, so make sure to choose whether you want A, soup that is in a bread bowl, or B, lasagna. Some things to consider is that if one were to sit on lasagna, you immediately get the pasta spreading all over the place and just really feeling the warmth and the layers of cheese coming all up around you. But soup in a bread bowl, you have a solid surrounding a liquid so that the squish kind of... You start by sitting on the solid and the liquid has to go somewhere, so it kind of spills out. Decide whether or not you want to see a very messy pasta dish go all over the place. Oh, we've chosen soup bowl! All right! Wonderful, all right. The soup bowl is going onto the seat. It is full of soup. Wow. This is going to be quite the experience to watch where the soup goes. Let's go ahead and bring out Joseph, our next contestant, please. Before you sit, Joseph, how are you feeling about sitting on this bread bowl right now?
You know, I don't know. I feel like it's kind of should be like a volcano of soup. That's kind of what it looks like.
It does kind of look like that. And you are the tectonic forces that are leading to the magma coming up on.
Absolutely.
Yes.
Absolutely.
All right. Here we go.
Ooh. That's oh. Oh man.
You're dropping some soup there.
I dropped a little bit.
I guess what's weird is that the bread is the thing that looks the most disgusting to me in every piece of this.
Yeah, absolutely. Ooh. Yep.
At first glance, you'd think that the bread was your behind.
Yeah, a little bit. Yeah.
But I'm glad to hear that it's not.
It's not.
How do you feel?
Quite relaxed.
Relaxed.
Yeah.
It's a relaxing
It's
sit.
a great feeling.
Wow. That's great to hear. How do you feel it would have felt to sit on lasagna instead?
You know, I feel like it would have been a similar, but not even close. Not even close.
No. You definitely are glad
No,
they
I
chose
feel
the
like
bread.
it's
Bouncing a little bit. Yeah. Give it a really settle in, you know?
Yeah, you know, it's a way to make it most comfortable.
Try to make it like the bread bowl is part of the chair. Really squish in there. Let it...
Just get nice and comfy.
Yes. All right. Do you feel like it's getting more? Oh, more. That means that we're out of time for the bread bowl. Give it up for Joseph.
Yeah.
Wonderful. Thank you, Joseph. All right. Oh. I'm very excited. This is definitely a work of art, something maybe definitely belongs in a museum. It wouldn't last long, but I think that that's part of the beauty of this piece, that it is both smushed and temporary, like our culture. Coming up next, we have the category that I like to call Slip Slidin' Away. We all know the song, but what would it be like if you had to sit on either lemon meringue pie or jello? Vote now, A for lemon meringue pie and B for jello, so that you can decide what Gabby will be sitting on next. Something to keep in mind, lemon meringue pie, it's more liquidy, you know, it's more, maybe it's a little stickier. Well, no, I guess jello would be the stickier of the two. Jello's definitely more like slime, whereas lemon meringue pie might be like edible lotion kind of sitting on, with the foamy frosting and the filling surrounded by the crust. So you do get just that little bit of texture difference with lemon meringue pie. But we've gone with jello. All right, the slimier of the choices. I appreciate that our team has put together several flavors of jello so that when Gabby does sit, she will get a full experience. Fruit chunks in there and everything. Gabby, come on out. Wonderful. Thank you so much again. Oh, wait, before you sit down, how do you expect jello to feel?
I expect it to feel very pleasant, nice and cool.
Pleasant
refreshing.
and cool. Refreshing.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
Okay, well, let's go ahead and take a seat and
All
tell
right,
us how you
let's
feel.
go for it. Oh my god. Ooh, that is weird. That's really weird.
As a host, you don't really know where to look when you're hosting the show, I have to say. It's not a place that just feels right. Do I look at the soup on the floor mixed with the jello?
Yeah. I don't know. The jello seems to be squishing out in all the wrong places.
Where would you prefer the jello to be squishing out then? Where are the right places for jello to squish out?
That's a good question. I will get back to you on that.
Okay. The next
Yeah, I
time you
need
sit
time
on
to
jello.
process what's happening here a little bit.
Yep.
Smells good though.
It smells
It
good.
smells fruity.
Fruity,
Yeah.
that's good.
It smells fruity.
Yeah, how do you think it would have been to sit in the lemon meringue pie?
Like you said, I feel like it would have been a little bit like edible toothpaste. Is that what you said?
Edible toothpaste. I didn't say either of those words, but you came up with a great description all on your own. I didn't use the word edible and I didn't use the word toothpaste.
That's what I imagine, I'm sure.
Yeah, edible toothpaste is a great description of that, I believe. All right, that time means that we are done sitting on jello. Give it up again for Gabby.
Thank you.
Thank you. And don't forget that you at home can be playing along as well. If you have jello or lemon meringue pie, set up your own seat. Sit on it. See how you feel. You can go with the option that we're going with so that you can experience it with our guests. Or you can choose the other option to contrast and compare. Either way, we want you to feel involved. Coming up next, we have one of my favorite sections, the filling explosion. This is chicken pot pie versus jelly donuts. Either way, you're going to be sitting on something that has a solid exterior with a liquid interior. So there's definitely, you're going to be sitting on kind of a filling bomb here. You know, there's going to be a moment where the exterior breaks and the interior has to kind of pop out. So decide if you want that to be the warm meat and potatoes of a chicken pot pie, or if you want it to be the delicious fruit of a jelly donut. What are we going to go with? Chicken pot pie has been decided. All right, let's go ahead and bring out our chicken pot pie for the seats. And I just want to congratulate our team for getting these seats so clean so quickly. Every time, it's like I can still see right through the seat. And that's just impressive. It's important to note. All right, let's go ahead and bring back Joseph. Joseph, did you grow up eating chicken pot pie?
A little bit, yeah.
A little bit. All right.
Not
How does
a
it
whole
feel
lot.
to now be sitting on a meal that you grew up eating?
I feel like, life just comes full circle, and that, this was destiny for me to be able to sit on this
Destiny.
chicken pot pie.
It feels like destiny to be introducing you sitting on a chicken pot pie.
Absolutely.
All right. Let's go ahead and take a seat.
Alrighty. Yeah. It feels like destiny.
It feels like destiny.
Absolutely. This was just meant to be.
Can you compare the feeling of sitting on a chicken pot pie to something else?
It's kind of like the bread bowl soup that we were sitting on, but less comforting. But still feels like home as I'm doing it.
Now you say we were sitting on it, but
Well, I was sitting
you were
on it.
sitting
I was sitting on it. You weren't sitting on anything.
Correct. I've been standing.
You've been standing the whole
If
time.
the show was what should we stand on, then that would be an entirely different show.
That would be.
Wouldn't be as good to stand on a chicken pot pie. Wouldn't
No.
be satisfying. Does it feel satisfying?
It is. It's very satisfying.
All right. Give it. Treat it like you would, like you're sitting down for a job interview. How would you be seated?
Yeah. I feel like this is a good job interview position.
Yes, I agree.
Just relaxed but confident.
Do you think that it gives you more confidence to be sitting on the pot pie?
Absolutely. I think I'm gonna add this to all my new job interviews.
Wow, interesting.
Absolutely.
Make sure to lay down a tarp. It's important to be clean, whether you're in your own office or someone else's. All right, that concludes our time for chicken pot pie. You've truly left an impression there.
Absolutely.
Wow. This might be the only seat so far that looks more appetizing now that you've sat in it. I'm not afraid to say. Oh, all right. Our next category I like to think of as the cultural delight. We have a shepherd's pie versus a burrito. Okay? So the shepherd's pie, I believe, is from parts of Europe, where the burrito is from parts of South America. So you decide if you want to celebrate the A, shepherd's pie, or B, the burrito. Choose wisely, because one involves beans and cheese coming outside of a nice warm tortilla, and another is one big mess of ingredients spilling all over the seat. Which will you go with? Burrito has been decided. Wow. Okay, we are placing the burrito on the seat. What I appreciate about this is that it's nice and clean. One solid line. There's no mess. The shepherd's pie would have been just plopping a mess down onto the seat. But as it is, we just placed a burrito, nice and clean. Let's go ahead and bring out Gabby.
Hello?
Gabby,
Again?
have you ever had a burrito?
I have had a burrito,
All
believe
right.
it or not.
Were you hoping that it would be a burrito?
Yeah, I mean, I think a deep part of me was hoping it was gonna be a burrito, yeah.
Why is that?
I mean, what's not to love about burritos, you know?
That's true.
They're delicious, and sitting on one would be like sitting on a nice, cushiony pillow.
That it would be like a pillow, wouldn't
Right.
it? Because it has the
You'd
filling.
imagine.
Yeah,
Right.
it's kind of like breaking a pillow, but that's still satisfying.
Oh, do you know from firsthand experience?
I've never broken a pillow, no, but I have eaten burritos. I'm just excited for you to experience
Thank you.
this.
Well, let's do this together.
All right, go ahead and take a seat.
All right. Oh, that squish.
All right.
Too
Oh,
real.
that squish, the classic
that
catchphrase
squish.
of what should we sit on? Hopefully you all at home said, oh, that squish, along with our guest Gabby.
That's my new tagline. You're right. We were right. It does kind of feel like a pillow.
Like a pillow.
Like a little pillow.
Interesting.
It is interesting. That's a good word to describe
Interesting,
it.
yeah?
Interesting.
Interesting. Do you feel like you're learning something? Do you feel like you're experiencing something that is?
Oh yeah, this is a very profound experience. My mom would be very proud of me right now.
I'm sure she is. Wherever she is, I bet she's very proud of you for sitting on this burrito. Yes. All right, that concludes our time for sitting on a burrito. You dropped some as you stood up.
Oh.
All right. Thank you very much, Gabby. We look forward to the next section. Coming up next, we have the picnic round. This is going to be watermelon versus potato salad. Would you want to sit on personally my favorite food, watermelon, which is just juicy and beautiful and mostly water but sugary and definitely a unique texture, or potato salad, the inherently messy, chunky, strange feeling in your mouth even, you know, because it's kind of chewy, but it's also kind of not. So choose wisely whether or not you're going to go for watermelon or potato salad. All right, we've gone with watermelon, my personal favorite. Not to be biased, but I was hoping we would go for watermelon because when else do you get the chance, you know? We've spilled the watermelon onto the seat. Oh boy, this is truly going to go everywhere. Let's go ahead and bring out Joseph again. Joseph, are you a fan of watermelon?
I love watermelon.
Who doesn't, right?
Exactly.
Can I give you a piece of advice before you sit?
Go for it.
Really try to sit all at once. Don't slide into it because the watermelon is in chunks, so you're going to want to just plop down right on it to
Right
really
on
get
top
the
of
full
it.
effect.
Absolutely.
Are you ready for this?
I think I'm ready.
All right, go for it.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Now, does it feel like it's kind of pushing up into your behind?
A little bit, yeah. It's adding some support.
Some support.
Yeah.
Okay, interesting. It's adding support.
It's like a nice memory foam cushion.
A memory foam. Wow.
Yeah.
Now that I think about it, when I eat watermelon, it feels like a memory foam.
Absolutely.
You just plop down a little bit there.
Oh, there goes a little bit.
All right. Ooh. All right. How does it feel let me ask you this. How would it have felt to be sitting on potato salad?
Not nearly as comfortable. I feel like it'd be I just feel like it'd be a bad decision.
Fair enough. All right. Thank you so much for sitting on watermelon with us.
Absolutely.
Can't wait for you to sit on whatever we have next. All right. Coming up next, it is the classic decision between the healthy option and the dessert. Granola versus cupcakes. Which will you choose? We have some berries with the granola and a yellow and blue cupcake. Now, cupcakes, of course, have the frosting and the cake texture for you to decide between. But the granola has berries that'll pop and squish, and there's some yogurt on there, it looks like, so that'll just really kind of go all over the place. But granola might hurt a little bit. It'll really kind of, the solid there could really be a unique chance to get something crunchy and grainy. All right, it looks like cupcakes pulled ahead in a major way there. Let's go ahead and put down these cupcakes. All right, let's bring out Gabby one more time.
Hello?
How do you feel, Gabby?
Oh, I'm excited about this
Nice
one.
and recovered from your last sitting?
Nice and recovered, yes.
Wow.
I'm ready to go full throttle on this one.
Full throttle?
Oh, yeah.
Now, again, I have to say my favorites of these are when they are just a complete food item rather than slopped down. There's something really satisfying about sitting on something that's complete.
That's true. That's true. It's like a tiny little meal.
Wow, interesting.
Yeah, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
All right, whenever you're ready, go
Let's
ahead and
go.
take a seat.
Oh.
You know, words defy this one.
you couldn't be more right, Ian.
What I like about this is that there's the frosting, but there's also the two circles of the bread still that have remained intact. That seems just what we want here on the show, What Should We Sit On? Where you can still see the past, but look forward to living in the moment and experiencing the frosting for exactly as it is.
Cool, the colors are blending together.
That's fun.
You know,
yes.
making a new color.
You know what you might get when you combine blue and yellow is something, I guess you would need red for purple, but I was going to say
Right.
with your hair.
Close enough.
Close enough.
Close enough. It was
Blue
meant
and
to
yellow
be.
would just make a lighter blue.
Poor cupcakes.
No, this is literally what they were made for. They are completing their
This is
destiny
true.
here.
They are. This is their life's
These weren't
purpose.
intended to be eaten. These are like cage-free cupcakes, you know? All right, that concludes our cupcake sitting portion. Get a load of the way these colors blended. That actually is pretty cool.
Yeah.
All right, thank you, Gabby, for sitting on cupcakes. Up next, we have... Oh, wow, I'm very excited for this next one. This is toast and jam versus lasagna, or as I like to call it, breakfast or dinner. Now, with the toast and jam, you get something very crunchy, and there's still the slime of jam. It's the sliminess on top of the hardened bread that is toast, or the pasta, which is melted with cheese and layers of noodles and meat sauce. It's really up to you. This is a relatively close race at this point. It really could be lasagna or toast and jam. We've gone for lasagna. Wow! It was knocked out the first time we voted, but this time we couldn't resist. Everybody's favorite Italian dish, lasagna. All right, let's go ahead and bring Joseph back out.
Okay.
Whenever we can. Joseph, come on out. How do you feel about sitting on lasagna?
Lasagna's always been one of my favorite foods.
Really?
Always.
So does this feel like a treat to sit on, or is it a little sad that you have to destroy something that could be enjoyed with your mouth?
It's a little bit of both.
Interesting.
It is a little bit of both. I mean, I kind of always wondered what it feels like to sit on lasagna, but kind of wish I was eating it too.
Can I tell you something?
Absolutely.
I'm glad that I'm going to get to witness you experience this.
I'm glad that you're glad.
Whenever you're ready, take a seat. This one is particularly loud squish. Would you agree?
I agree. This is probably the loudest squish that we've gotten.
Certainly that I've seen in the years of hosting this show, What Should We Sit On? This is, wow.
Yeah.
How does it feel?
Wonderful.
You're still sitting like you're a little uncomfortable. I want you to settle into that lasagna.
Okay.
You
We'll
know,
just get nice and relaxed there.
Relax.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Like you're watching your favorite movie with your family.
Oh yeah.
Your family's looking at you because they can smell the lasagna and they're smiling.
They're jealous that I'm not sharing.
That's true. Don't stop moving. You're still
Okay.
settling in.
Okay.
Yeah. Wow. All right, that concludes lasagna. Let's go ahead and... Wow. Yes, yes, love the dance, Joseph. Great job. Ooh. I'm excited for this one. It's a matter of what we want to have after dinner. It is banana split versus lemon meringue pie. Okay, this is the slimy foaminess of lemon meringue pie, or the unique, interesting textures of a banana split with the cold ice cream, and the banana, which appears to be solid, but as you know, as soon as you sit on that, it's going to become pretty slimy and strange. You don't have the crust that is in the lemon meringue pie, though, so you do have to choose wisely as you vote for which of these our contestant will be sitting on. All right, let's go ahead and bring Gabby out here for the banana split. The banana split is going to be placed onto the, once again, just impeccably clean chair. Ooh, the chocolate sauce is drizzled perfectly and will soon be ruined by someone sitting on it. Gabby, what's your favorite dessert?
It would have to be ice cream.
Ice cream!
Mixed with some banana and a little bit of
Interesting.
chocolate drizzle on top.
Well, what a treat do we have for you.
Best kind of dessert.
Have you sat on any other dessert before?
I can't say I have, so this will be a first.
Wow. How exciting.
Yes, very excited.
Whenever
very
you're
excited.
ready, go ahead and sit on those bananas and ice cream.
Oh, that's cold.
Cold!
Oh, that's cold. Yeah.
Is it kind of like a refreshing cold, or is it a little like, oh,
A little
wow?
like Arctic cold.
Hold tight, just it'll warm the more you squish. Oh boy.
Oh.
It does appear to be melting, and that's good news, right?
Yes, that's good. This is all good. All good things are happening.
I agree. Absolutely. Oh boy. How do you feel like it would have been to sit on the lemon meringue pie?
You know, like edible toothpaste. No, yeah, I was kind of hoping for the lemon meringue pie. I thought it was
Because you love this dessert so much?
because, I mean, it just looks like a big bed of cloud.
Yeah, absolutely.
But it's okay. This was second best.
All right, thank you so much for sitting
Thank
on
you so much.
the banana split.
This was wonderful.
We're very excited that we were able to do this. All right, coming up next, our next round. This is one that I've certainly been waiting for. Our final round is cake versus jelly donuts. We have an entire beautiful cake. I don't know what kind it is. I don't know what is inside. It could be chocolate, vanilla, or any other kind of cake that you can think of. The jelly donuts, we know exactly what's inside. Do you want to go for the sure bet of a jelly donut, or the wonderful full cake? What does that cake say on there? Place but here. It looks like this cake is ready to be sat on. And we've gone with cake. All right, let's go ahead and bring the cake over. We are going to place in full an entire cake for someone to be sitting on. Wow, I am so impressed at Chelsea's ability to place an entire cake. It's still all in one piece. That's amazing. Thank you so much. All right, let's go ahead and bring Joseph out here. Okay, what is your technique to sit on this? How do you think you're going to approach it?
Well, you know, because it's a red velvet cake, I think we just got to go straight down on it. If it was a white cake or yellow cake, we might treat it a little bit differently. But since it's that red velvet, I think we just got to go straight down.
I can see the passion in your eyes.
Oh, absolutely.
Wow, a seasoned pro at this point. Whenever you're ready, let's go ahead and sit on this cake.
Alrighty. Oh.
Ooh, you lowered yourself very, it's like a gymnast. You use those hand holds.
Absolutely. I mean, I felt like I was on the rings when I was doing it.
Absolutely. This is a very odd image. This seems like something that NASA would send us.
Yeah. This is the newest from the International Space Station.
I wonder what they sit on in space.
Probably red velvet cake.
I sure hope so.
If they're not, we need to get some funding for that.
Okay, more sticky or more juicy? What would you say?
Sticky.
Sticky.
Yeah.
Interesting.
That's why I think it'd be great on the space station, you know, because it keeps them glued in.
Yeah, you're not going to lose your cake if you're sitting on it.
Absolutely.
Wow. How long do you think it'll be before you can eat red velvet cake again?
Probably about 15 minutes.
15 minutes.
Yeah.
Wow. It'll probably be years, if ever, that I ever eat a red velvet cake again. Wow. This sure is something, let me tell you. Yep. Keep moving. All right, that concludes our time of red velvet cake. Oh my God, there's green and
It's everywhere.
Very gross.
Oh my. Oh my.
What a way to end, because boy, oh boy, is that one disgusting mess. If I saw that on the street, I'd throw up. Okay, coming up next, we are going to end the episode. Thank you guys for watching. Let's go ahead and bring out both Gabby and Joseph, both at once. Now, Gabby and Joseph, I think that you both did tremendous jobs.
Thank you.
But we are going to have the audience vote on whether or not, which one of you guys won What Should We Sit On? So go ahead and vote A for Gabby and B for Joseph. Who do you think was the superior sitter for today? Sorry, A for Joseph, B for Gabby. That's what it is. Now, in my mind, you're both winners because you both managed to just sit perfectly on each and everything.
Wow, thank you.
Absolutely.
Thank you. I really appreciate that.
Who won? We've got 10 seconds left. Who do you think won the What Should We Sit On this episode? I do hope that you'll both come back in different
absolutely.
episodes. All right, we're about to find out.
Congratulations.
Gabby! Give it up for Gabby! Give it a big hug! The two sitters!
Good job.
Thank you all so much for watching What Should We Sit On? We'll be back next time with another episode where you can sit more than you can chew on. Okay, thank you very much.